What is going on YouTube? It is your man's Mr. Dominic Cruz.
And I'm Ruby.
And we're coming at you with another video. Yes, another one.
Another one?
Another one. All right. What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? And today's topic we got going on is how to
interact with... Stole his thunder.
All right.
How to interact with your ex on social media.
She likes doing that. But you know what?
Stealing the thunder.
We
share the spotlight. How about that?
All right. You know, I do have that issue. I like the spotlight. All right.
He does.
But you know, that's how you gotta be playful. All right. But how to interact with your ex?
You can open.
All right.
And this is Mr. Dominic Cruz.
Anyways, look, check this out, right? So how to interact with your ex, right? I get it. You know, you get hurt, and you're like, you want to see their every moment. You want to see if they're happy, right? They're happier without you on social media. This is one of the things that I knew was 100% false, right? Because I'm a social media marketer, so I know when everything's flawed, right? So I remember when I was in this phase, when I was looking at what my ex was doing, well, one of my exes, excuse me, I saw that she was happy, but I was like, I looked deep down. I was just like, that ain't happiness right there. And I would really take it to heart that she wasn't. And you know what? I actually was right. But it's not good. I realized that it wasn't good for me to focus on what they were doing. So I challenged myself to not look at what they were doing, because that's just giving me more, giving them more wins, if that makes sense.
So what do you think? Should you follow or you shouldn't follow?
For some people, I think they should. For some people, if they're not strong enough.
Okay.
If you're not strong, then I challenge. I don't like to unfollow people.
Question.
So
what do you do? Just be real, because I feel like I do the other thing, so we'll just give you both.
Okay,
sides,
now
right?
I mute. Before I used to unfollow.
Okay.
But now I leave it up to them to do what they want. But I will mute the person just to help me, and then I'll unmute them later, and then whatever. So
okay, so I'm gonna give.
Go ahead. What do you do? If I got you
honest,
so mad, would you unfollow me?
Well, I wouldn't unfollow you right after the fight, first of all.
Okay.
Because I'm better than that. But I'll probably unfollow you. Straight up. Because like, why do I need that in my life? That's where I'm coming from. So I know people are like, oh, never unfollow your ex. I'm like, you know what? Unfollow your ex if you want to. Because everyone, like we were saying, like everyone's going to be in a different place. So if you can still follow them and you don't want to make them feel like, oh, now they're unfollowing me and I know, and I'm like blocked. And fine. But like, all right, let's give me an example. Like let's say, for example, if you were my ex and I unfollowed you, like what would you think?
What would I think?
Just say.
Okay.
Just tell me. So I unfollowed you. What are you thinking?
If I had find out that I would be like, now I would be like, okay, that's how you feel. That's how you feel. It just gives me more. It just gives me more power.
How else could you feel? So like,
But
what about past you? What about past you?
Okay. Okay. Past me.
Different, right?
Past me would be like, damn. Like, I really because.
But why?
Because you were someone special to me, and it would hurt for me. It would suck for me to really see someone like, because it would suck for someone to really just go down that route and just be like, I'm done with this person after a period of time.
All right.
So
okay,
but that's old me. Now it's just like, if you want to go ahead.
Okay, so either one, right? Either one. But here's the thing. For me, I'm like, if I unfollow you now, it's not like I unfollow you forever. I can never add you again. Like,
you're gonna look at my account.
That's just unrealistic.
You're gonna
right?
look at my account.
But maybe I do want to unfollow you forever, and that's fine, and that's my choice, right? Like, you, Dom, is like, you do you, girl. I'm like, all right, I will. You know, and maybe I need that space.
Yep.
And that's fine. And to be honest, like, the way that I am in relationships now, if I unfollow you, I might unfollow you forever. But that's probably because, like, I feel like I have a really good sense of communication with my partner. And so for something to go that wrong, that I, like, want to unfollow them, it's, like, really gone down.
Yeah. I mean, it has to go to a point to where, like, if it got to the point to where it crossed your boundaries, then yes, unfollow that person. If you cross my boundaries, then yes, I'm going to unfollow you. I won't block you. I will, because I'm gonna let you see, because I want to see myself on social, because I know, like, people post their stuff on social media just to look happy, but when I post my stuff on social media, I really am happy. So in this case, you really got to look at it this way. It's just like, if you're gonna step over someone's boundary, I can understand they can unfollow you. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah, I feel like super rude to me. Of course I don't want to follow you, and of course I want to block you because you're just, like, being too much.
But if you're gonna unfollow me because it's hard for you, then I get it.
That's where I'm coming from. So, like, let's say he unfollowed me, I'd be like, okay, I see how it is. And, like, and if I'm the ex, then part of me is probably like, be like, yeah, jerk. Like, unfollow me. I don't need you to see my stuff. And it's fine. And if that's how I feel, then that's how I feel. But, like, that's not very mature of me.
But another
way. Why do I take it so personally?
But another way.
What I mean? It doesn't have to be about me when someone unfollows me.
But another way someone can unfollow you. Another way that you can actually make the ex unfollow you. If you don't want them to follow you, but you can make, right? This is what I know that has happened.
Okay.
You can block them. And then unblock them, and that's how you can actually make them unfollow you. Yeah, that's
Wait, how does that work?
You block them.
Does it tell them that you block them?
No, it doesn't tell them anything.
I don't know how blocking really works.
So I don't block
I just straight up unfollow you.
I do that too. I just straight up unfollow you.
I'm like,
so my thing is, like, if they block you and they block you for a set of hours and they unblock you later, that means you are no longer following them. That you are no longer following each other. Because Instagram has it. Instagram, Facebook has it to where if you block someone, they'll make sure that they won't follow you again, or unless you allow them to follow you. So that's how that whole thing works. So that's something that happened to me, and I think that was something that that person needed to figure out for themselves.
Okay, here's another thing on following and unfollowing. If you're just gonna block me out of the blue, I don't need you in my life.
For real.
Like, hey, if I was a jerk to you and I said a lot of rude things to you and you block me, I think deep inside I recognize, like, that was probably partly me. To be honest, right?
Yeah.
You're like, when you said a bunch of rude stuff and then all of a sudden you can't send anything because you're blocked, that's because you were super rude. Right.
And here's
you probably deserved it.
And here's the thing, right? How you should be interacting with your ex on social media is just like, ask yourself, what does your intuition say? Should you keep on following, or should you unfollow them? If you want to unfollow them, go ahead, but have a good reason behind it. Should you like their content? Should you unlike their content? I mean, honestly,
unlike it all. Just kidding.
Honestly,
Don't
waste your energy by focusing on what they're doing. And I say, like, don't like all their stuff unless you have a really good relationship with them. If you have a really good friendship with them, right? It's all about, like, honestly.
Don't watch our faces.
No. Here's the thing, right?
You could have a good friendship with them.
You can have a good.
I haven't.
Here's the thing: you can have a good friendship with someone. Obviously, you just have to have that sign of forgiveness. Forgive them, right? But honestly, let go of the bullshit.
Yeah, I say. We're just passionate now, right? So I say, you can see, like, the camera shaking. I say, whether it's following, unfollowing, liking, unliking, like. Here's the thing, don't come from a place of spite, right? Like, you're going to follow someone, you're going to unfollow them, you're going to mute them, unmute them, like stuff, unlike stuff. Like, why are you coming from a place of spite? Check yourself. Check yourself first.
Preach on that. Preach on that.
So that's one piece of that. But then another piece is, like, do what makes sense to you, right? Like, do you like that post? Or do you like it because you're like, ooh, I want to show them that I'm not hurt by this post, so I'm going to like it.
Yeah, don't hate it, just appreciate.
Like, if you like it, then, I don't know, like it.
Especially with the whole commenting, don't comment. I'm like, oh my God, like, the last guy who doesn't follow any of my advice. So, and
you know who you are.
He actually doesn't watch my videos. So,
okay. You don't
but
know who you are.
my coach does, and he's like, he knows what I'm talking about. He still tries to talk to that girl, and I think she's responding to him to not feel bad, but that's on her responsibility too.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
the whole thing, because he's had a hard time of letting go, so he will comment on her stuff, he will like her stuff, and he would be like, hey, let's meet up for some drinks, mommy. Let me tell you something about this real quick, right? Let me tell you something about this real quick. You better have some respect, right? You better have some respect for yourself. Because if you're gonna comment and act like, and just comment stuff like that, yo, first off, I can understand why they're gonna blow you off. And on top of that, have some self-respect. Somebody don't want to be with you and stuff like that. They don't want to appreciate you, and they keep constantly rejecting you, saying no, 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 no. Take the hint. Take the hint. Stop interacting so much on social media and all that other stuff. And you know what? Before we let you...
Wait, I have one more story.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay, so I just want to share this story about someone who I respect in terms of their relationship with their ex. So this girl, she's a friend of mine. She has a baby daddy. Their son is like 2 or 3 now, and she has a new thing. And I don't think they're getting back together. I really don't.
Mm-hmm.
And they share custody. But one thing that I was really impressed by was she didn't go back and delete her pictures with him.
Yeah.
I thought that was super classy, because I think she just accepts that as, part of her life. Like, they have a son together. Why? You know what I mean? And I think it's kind of awkward when people just like delete all of their stuff because of their ex. I don't know. It makes me feel kind of weird. And like, everyone's got their own personal thing, right? If you don't want to see on your own Instagram that you were like with this person, you're embarrassed or whatever, that's fine. I mean, I don't know their full story or anything, but to be honest, that was something I super respected, because I was like, look, no one's gonna shake that girl's tree, because she's gonna leave that post up there. She has someone new that's up there too. Like, she's just real.
All right, I gotta say, I got a confession to make on this.
Fine.
Okay, so last girlfriend, she deleted all my pictures after like nearly 3 years.
Ouch.
Yeah, that sucked. I was like a big F you. I was just like, damn.
But it doesn't have to be about you.
No, it doesn't. But at the time, I thought...
You don't know.
That's at the time, but I understand now.
Right.
But here's the thing.
Wait, real quick.
Okay.
If it is about you, like if that was meant to be an attack, why do you want to entertain that person?
Exactly. Yes. And you know what? And the last girlfriend, I deleted all her pictures too. But that's because I was coming from a place of spite. But of course, if I had a...
Past you.
But if I obviously, if I'm going to be posting pictures, with the special someone and stuff like that, and we all of a sudden broke up, I'm not going to throw anything away. I'm not going to delete. There's obviously still some things that I don't throw away.
I delete all the kissy pictures.
Yeah, I do that.
I don't want to see that.
Yeah, I don't want to see that either.
Personally, yeah.
But there's some things where it's just like, some things are not meant to be deleted out of your life, because you can't delete them out of your subconscious mind. So, listen, we're going to leave you here with before we go, real quick,
Oh, question.
What's up?
How long does it take to take a picture?
Oh, it takes like a second.
Exactly. So, when you're following someone on Facebook, Instagram, whatever, when you compare your life to their life, you're comparing seconds. Just 1 second of happiness.
Yep. Oh.
And you don't know
Yes.
what's happening to them outside of that. You don't know if they break down like later that day, if they had a hard week before that.
That second is valuable.
Yeah,
So
but you compare your life to that, and that's probably what's making you super unhappy. You stare at the same picture that took them 1 second to take, that they might have just posed for. Like, my friend was telling me she went kayaking the other day, and she saw this couple, and they were like pretending to kayak, stand-up paddleboarding. That's what it is. They were pretending, and then they would like take the picture as if they were like doing it, and then they would lay down afterwards,
exactly,
as if they were like really doing that thing. And as if they were like really that happy the whole time, but it just wasn't true.
That's a very good perspective. And that's what we're going to leave you here with, that perspective. Because, honestly, at the end of the day, it does take a second to make a video. I mean, to make a video, to take a photo, right? But it's the experience behind that moment, right? What memories did you leave? So, this whole thing, this whole social media thing, look at it from that perspective. It only took a second to make that photo.
Mm-hmm.
Don't look at it as a whole life story.
And now they're happy.
Yeah, for real.
She couldn't know that.
I'm not gonna lie. I'm saying for me, and I'm gonna say this, like for all the photos that I've taken, that is actually true happiness, because I've become peace with myself and with my past. And obviously, I know Ruby can relate to me on the same thing as well. That she's come to peace with her past, and she surrounds herself with great people.
I do.
Like myself.
We're so egotistical.
Yeah, we are. Are you talking about me or just?
I said we.
Oh,
We,
yeah.
Both of us.
I didn't hear that part. Yeah, we are. But you know what? I accept it. But you know what? That's pretty much the information that we're going to give you. That's pretty much the value that we're going to leave you guys with. So if you find this information valuable, I want you to drop a like, drop a comment, drop a share. And of course, it is your man's Mr. Dominic Cruz.
And I was Ruby.
And we're going to leave you all. And we're coming up. Wait. We're coming at you with another video. Yes.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one.
Another one. And before we go, I'm going to leave you with this question. I want you to comment in this section. All right?
Oh, I'll ask it.
Go ahead. Do it.
What are your thoughts on interacting with your ex in social media?
Think about it. We'll see you guys in the next one. Boom.